Hello and welcome. It's Susan, and this is Treasure Chest Tuesday, the treasure chest of you. And you as a grand creator is our theme. Now, I am titling this video and the email that I sent out, It's All So Messy. It's all so messy because honestly, it is a little messy right now in the outer and in our inner, right? It's a lot's being stirred in the pot, and that looks like a lot of messiness. So I'm here to talk about how to use the antidote of messiness, which is creation, in our lives so that we don't have to be completely bogged down by the mess. We don't have to go down the rabbit hole of the mess, and we don't have to lose ourselves in the messiness of the outer, and again, parts of us in the inner sense of messiness. Okay, so what makes something feel so messy? It's called discomfort. We don't like the mess, right? There's a lot of messes we're okay with, especially if you're a creative. You know, if you're making, one of my favorite things to learn was how to make pie dough. And it's messy to start with, all right? Anything we cook has times when it's a little messy. Even doing dishes, which we do every day, they're messy, right? But we seem to be okay with that. It's like, okay, we will just clean up the mess because the meal we made was worth it, right? If we're not uncomfortable with it, it's okay. Some people love to be in the middle of a messy home or a messy workspace. I've got papers in a variety of places, and to the common eye, that would look very messy, but it's like, nope, it's organized. This helps me with my creative brain have a place to put things, and I know where to find them most of the time. So remember, when a baby is born, it's a little messy, that process, right? Pregnancy can be a little bit messy because it's unknown. We feel out of control. This is someplace we've never been before, especially with the first child, right? Second child seems to be easier because it's not so much unknown. So the messiness and the discomfort with messiness comes with a sense of, oh my God, this is unknown, this is scary, and this makes me feel out of control. So those are the factors that you want to learn to work with, that you don't feel you're going to have what you need when things get really messy. Those are the pieces, the parts in you that you want to help shift. We're not going to do this today, but I'm offering right now what I call situational clearings to help you with the messiness in your life as it shows up. And you can always, if you're doing great, you can buy a situational clearing on my website for now and use it whenever you do have that mess that shows up. Again, the mess isn't because it's messy, it's because it's messy to our hearts, messy to our sense of what makes us comfortable, right? Okay, so let me give you another couple of examples. A butterfly starts out in that cocoon. When it comes out, it's all gooey, right? And that goo is all part of it. It looks messy, might feel messy. What ways do you know in nature that mess, right? Sap from a tree is messy, but then it becomes maple syrup in certain maple trees, right? It's just our perception, isn't it? It's just our perception. I was going to see some dear friends that I've had for many years who were visiting this area, and I was going to meet them, and it meant I had to go through a particular highway in lovely LA, which I love going down the highways of LA, not because they are very messy. When you've got 6 lanes, and some points it was 8 lanes of traffic, and people aren't sure where they're going because there's so many exits and so many signs, it gets messy. Now, how I react to that is what makes it really messy. I did great most of the time. But when you have this desire for what it is you want to create, in this case, I want to go see my friends. And that's more important to me than the feeling that might arise in me of nervousness, about the messiness and the drive and all of that, the lack of safety, whatever I would call it, that I won't feel taken care of in those moments. It was worth it to go through that for the bigger picture of what it is I wanted to experience. So isn't that true if we're having a child, if we're creating a new dish that we don't know what we're doing? It's worth it because we want something at the other end. Lots of examples. I think you all know many of them. I'm just giving a few simple ones. The bigger picture, we want humanity and the earth, the physical earth itself, to know peace. We want it to know the love of connection. We want it to know a sense of source that is streaming into it, that is enlivening our lives, our worlds, and we're all working together. So many things we want in this world, right? Well, we're going to have to go through, it looks like, a messy period to get there. Keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye in the larger picture. So here is my secret antidote to all of this seeming destruction, messiness, all of that. And are certain things being destroyed seemingly? Yes, there's a little pain involved, absolutely. Isn't there a little pain involved in labor, in getting to my friends, in learning a new skill, like in the picture I have in the new newsletter of me doing an aerial hammock position? That was a little messy getting into that to start with until I had the flow of it, and then it was just totally fun. But if you don't like messes, it's not fun. But it was a lot of fun. Anyway, back to my point. The antidote to the mess that we're terming destruction, right? This is being destroyed. This is being harsh. This is unforgivable. This is horrible. This messiness is all those things. To the soul, it's not messy. To our human nature, it is messy, and it can conjure up old patterns in us of the fall of civilization, which has happened a few times. And so we have this old karmic pattern in us, many of us, some of us don't. I have it in me that, oh my God, the sky is falling again. Well, that's the past. We're in unprecedented times. So you could say, well, if it's unprecedented and it's unknown, it's for sure going to go into that place. Nuh-uh, not so much. It means we have a whole new opportunity, and we are clearer than ever what we desire, that we want to create. And that is a planet that is beautiful, a place that is peaceful, humanity that's peaceful, people that love each other, compassion, kindness, all sorts of things. We're stronger in our desire of what we want to create. And that is the primary antidote to the destruction that seems so messy. What am I going to create? So here's my, drum rolls please, my mantra that you can keep applying. Now, it doesn't mean you aren't going to have feelings. Believe me, I have my feelings, okay? But once you create through those feelings, let yourself have those feelings. That's what you're creating. Those feelings that help you unlock patterns, right? And nothing wrong with unlocking patterns, the triggers. Oh my God, here we are again. I have to go into that feeling sensation that I'm holding so I can feel what I don't want to create anymore, to open up to what I do want to create. Opening up to what you do want to create, again, here's the mantra. This moment is my creation. This moment is my creation. Sovereignty with creation. Yes? This moment is my creation. It's up to me what I'm going to create. We've heard that forever. But this little mantra gets you right back into the power of your capacity to be a grand creator. And as souls, we came from worlds before this world where we created infinitely, beautifully, from love, from creation. Unbelievable what we created together with Source, God, universe, cosmos, all of that. We have that in our cellular memory, way stronger than we have these fears that it's all going to fall and fall apart again and we're going to be destroyed and all that kind of stuff. That negative stuff that doesn't help us. And then we go to, oh yeah, this moment is my creation. What do I desire to create now? So we often have trouble figuring out what we desire to create, right? I don't know what I want. I don't know what I'm passionate about. Start with, this moment is my creation. What do I want to create right now? And it could be just learning how to move your hand in a way that goes, oh, I am in charge of my body, aren't I? Yep, I am. Starting to get in touch with that intuitive wisdom also, right? Intuitive wisdom. That intuitive wisdom of the voice of your soul that says, oh my gosh, yes, let's create. Let's create together what it is we want to bring. And if it's peace on earth, start with this moment of creation and go, I want to bring peace. And I'm going to walk myself into that place. You see how that works? This moment is my creation. And I am so grateful for each one of you that is always bringing that sense of wanting to grow into more of your light, more of your creation, more of your capacity to be the grand creator you know as a soul you are, coming from the beauty of love. So, this moment is my creation. May you enjoy this mantra and hold it in your heart, sacred. Hold it in your abdomen. This is your creation center, isn't it? This moment is my creation. Woo, how fun is that? Yeah, okay? You will be pregnant with the power of being a grand creator. And there isn't anything we can't create. And what an antidote that is to this idea that the messiness is destruction and making everything fall apart. There's some things that have to shift. We know that. We're up for that. To get to the earth we want to create. This is our opportunity. Okay, great. And as I said, and at one point along this little road of the Treasure Chest Tuesday, I'm doing until the end of the month, so you got to be quick, but email me if you miss it by a few days, that's fine, what I'm calling situational clearings, which is called how to clear the mess in your life so you can move forward and be the greater creator that you are. I like that, greater creator that you are. So a special deal just for you. So if you enjoyed what you just heard and want that mantra for yourself and more about that, or you want to pass this on to a friend, do so. Pass it on to a friend that you know could use a little inspiration in the midst of this messiness going on. And feel free to subscribe. You know that brings more light when you say yes to what you desire, yes, what you love creating. When you say no to what doesn't work for you, that's fabulous. But you don't go down the rabbit hole of, oh, that doesn't work for me, no, 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 no. That doesn't work, this does. This does. This moment is my creation. So keep that uppermost in your heart and enjoy your creations. And let me know in the comments below, what are some of the creations you want support in bringing forward? I'm here. I'm here for that bounty, prosperous you. Goodbye for now with